Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Katie Casey saw all the games, knew the players by their first names, told the umpire he was wrong all along, good and strong. When the score was just 2-2, Katie Casey knew what to do. Just to cheer up the boys she knew, she made the gang sing this song. Take me out to the ball game, take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Greetings, folks, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where this evening the Baltimore Orioles will be playing the St. Louis Cardinals in the first game of a 3-game series at Busch Stadium in St. Louis, Missouri. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal, the BirdWatcher here. People call me BW for short. That works for me. Folks, it is a sad day. It is a sad day. We lost one of the very best to ever walk this earth. Ms. Dolly Parton. Rest in peace, 80 years old. Yeah. If you have anything nice to say about her, we got a few hours to hang out together. But, thought I was prepared to do this. Doesn't make any sense. I've been thinking about it now for like 4 hours. I don't know why I'm freaking out now. We got a baseball game tonight. We got a road trip that starts here tonight. And yeah, I got a haircut and a shave. Thank you for noticing. God, it's just terrible. 80 years old, folks, is an age where when you reach it, it shouldn't be a tragedy anymore. You know? If you live to 80, I think, or beyond, you've lived a long life. And hopefully a good one. So when I hear of somebody passing that's 80 or older, I usually feel some amount of, sorrow. This one hits harder. That's all there is to it. Just hits harder. for reasons I would try to explain, but I would probably break down. One of a kind. One of a kind. Right. So welcome to the channel. We watch baseball. We have this team we love, the Baltimore Orioles. They're having a season. 5 games under 500 we are, 63 and 68. That leaves, what, about 31 games left to play starting tonight. Most of them are going to be on the road. We only have 2 homestands left. 9-game road trip beginning here in St. Louis. 3 here, 3 in Sacramento playing the Athletics in a 3-game series with the Rockies in Colorado. Tonight's pitching matchup has Chris Bassitt on the mound for the Orioles. He'll be facing a lefty for the Cardinals, a gentleman by the name of Matthew Liberatore. And I might have added an extra syllable in there. Not sure. I've seen this guy pitch. I've used him in a video game to pitch, but I can't recall hearing his name pronounced. I have something in my throat. This isn't Dolly related. I truly have something. There it goes. Wow. All right. I'm a blubbering mess. That much is clear. All right. Pretending to be a professional again. Matthew Liberatore, the pitcher for the Cardinals. They have a record of 66 and 66. Right on 500. They are where we have been trying to get to for a long time. Months and months and months. Trying to figure out how to get to 500. They are there now. And last I checked, when this season started, they were looked as a team that is rebuilding, not really a contender, and being in the National League, they really aren't contending. They would be over here in the American League. They'd be in it. They'd be right there. But here, the Cardinals in the National League Central, that is only good enough for an outside spot looking in. Liberatore has a record of 5-11, a 5.04 ERA, a whip of 1.44. He's gone 125 innings on the season. That's a full workload. 136 hits, 125 strikeouts to 44 walks, 21 home run balls, about 1 per start there. Chris Bassitt gets the baseball for us. 4-4 his record, a 5.08 ERA, a 1.62 whip, which is not very good. 67 in the third innings for Bassitt. He's given up 83 hits. That's also not too good. Hence the high whip. 46 strikeouts, 26 walks, 7 home run balls for Bassitt. Here are the lineups, and I am quite, you know what, I better get up Rock Kabatko's Twitter page so I can have these first names right in front of me. I've done zero preparation for this game here. Not that I spend a crazy amount of time preparing, but I do like to be all caught up on everything. But today, obviously, I was distracted. And yeah, so here we are, the lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Jackson Holliday will lead off and play second base. Pete Alonso. Oh, there is one note. Tyler O'Neill is not in the lineup, and he's actually going for an MRI on his shoulder. He's got a shoulder problem. I guess I jinxed him. I think in the last game, which was a couple of afternoons ago, or maybe it was the game before that, but very recently, I had remarked that O'Neill had at least been staying healthy this season, but that streak might have come to an end for O'Neill. He's getting an MRI on his, is it his shoulder? I believe. I don't have that in front of me. I'm looking at the lineup card. Let me get through this lineup, and then I'll look up the particulars on Tyler O'Neill. But for now, until we get a result on an X-ray or MRI, whichever it is, we won't really know how severe and how much time he might miss. All right, so for the visiting Orioles, it's Holiday leading off at second base. Pete Alonso will bat second and play first base. Gunnar Henderson's going to hit third against the lefty. He's playing shortstop. Kobe Mayo, the cleanup hitter, in DH. Christian Encarnacion Strand will get a start at third base. He'll bat in the number 5 spot. Samuel Basayo doing the catching, hitting 6th. Christian Franklin gets a start in center field. He'll bat 7th. Dylan Beavers, who's quite hot, he's in left field batting 8th, getting a chance to start against a lefty. And Leody Taveras will bat 9th and play right field. For the Cardinals, leading off, young prospect shortstop who's having a good start to his major league career, I believe, J.J. Weatherholt. Let me look at his numbers here. What's he hitting? I don't want to sound stupid. He's got 17 homers and 14 steals in his rookie season, so got a shot at a 2020 in your rookie year. 244 average. It's not bad, but I mean, it's not great, but it's also not bad with sort of the average, the average. There's got to be a better way to put it, but you know what I mean. Weatherholt. J.J. Weatherholt is the shortstop for the Cardinals. He's leading off. Ivan Herrera, the catcher, batting second. Alec Burleson is at first base, hitting third. Jordan Walker in right field, the number 4 hitter. Joshua Baez will bat 5th and play in left field. Nolan Gorman will DH and hit 6th. Old friend Ramon Urias is at third base, batting 7th. Nathan Church is in center field, hitting 8th. And then Jose Fermin, the second baseman and number 9 batter. Okay, here it does say right underneath this lineup card, update, manager Craig Albertez told the media in St. Louis that O'Neill isn't playing because of a sore shoulder and will undergo an MRI later today. Luis Vasquez is on the taxi squad in case the Orioles need to make a roster move. Well, I'm going to jump over to the Oriole page and make sure they haven't made any kind of a move. And it looks like they have not. So for now, it looks like we're going to be a player short on the bench with O'Neill certainly not available. Then no one else to take his place. This ball game in St. Louis, partly cloudy skies this evening. And I don't think there's any threat of rain. Nothing to give us a delay anyway. 88 degrees, the temperature currently. Corey Blazer is the home plate umpire. At first base, it's Jansen Visconti. Second baseman, Alex Tosi. And third base umpire, Andy Fletcher. Those names all sound familiar. I hope we haven't had a problem with this crew before. Right. So those are the particulars for this ball game here this evening. First pitch is supposed to be about 4 minutes away. So, with that in mind, please, if you are watching along while listening to me call it, you're going to want to get synced up with your video to my audio so that you can avoid spoiling yourself or just having a bit of a chaotic time there. I couldn't do it. I couldn't sit there and watch, seeing everything happen. And it's like an echo effect. It would drive me nuts. So here's what you do to get synced up. You just get ready to pause your game and pause it right after the first pitch of the ball game when you see it on your TV screen or phone or whatever. Then wait a moment, maybe a few moments, for me to catch up and call that first pitch. And once I've done that, you unpause your game. And now you're synced up, and we should be good to go for the remainder of the evening. Now, is that always the way it works out? No. But we got to try. We got to try. I'm looking rather pink already. I'm realizing that we are starting in the Midwest here, one time zone over, so the sun's already popping up over here on my side. I might have to switch the, what the hell, do something. There it is. Is that better? I don't know. I want to take it down, whatever it is. I don't want this thing in my face. Okay, terrific. So, yeah, fresh haircut, fresh shave on a brand new road trip. The Orioles here, we need to take minimum 6 games on this 9-game road trip. We need to win every series, or at least average a win every series, 2 out of 3, until you get to 6 out of 9. 7 wins would be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. But I do think we need 6. I think so, especially when you look at the teams that are ahead of us, this being the toughest of the 3 in terms of record and league, I guess, put together. The Cardinals, again, a .500 record. The only team with a record at or above 500. The other 2, the Athletics and the Rockies. You'd like to get a sweep in here somewhere. And then maybe 2 out of 3, both other places, and then you got 7 out of 9. And if you can do that, bada bing, bada boom, the Orioles are suddenly at 500 at 70-70. That would be what would happen. If we went 7-2 on this road trip, we would go back home with 22 games left at 500. Now, if we come up short and get 6, I think that's okay, but anything less, it's going to make it very tough. I would say 5, obviously. Anything below 5, it's a losing road trip. Oh, my goodness. We got to win. We got to win. I hope the offense shows up. I really, really do. All right, let's get ready for some baseball, folks. Liberatore is on the mound as I speak. Very, very small gathering here at the ballpark in St. Louis, which I know this team has been struggling for the past couple of years. But if there's one thing I always felt like I could count on whenever I caught a game at Busch Stadium, it would be a large crowd. But that is certainly not the case here. It's looking like a turnout at Tropicana Field on a random day in May. All right, Holiday in the on-deck circle. Orioles in their road grays, the city of Baltimore, written across their chest. Let's go. Cardinals in their home whites with the red trim. Classic. There's Matt Holliday, of course. How long did that take? Not even first pitch. We've got a Matt Holliday sighting. Ugh. Oh, hopefully Jackson's going to be able to hit with Dad here. Of course, when Jackson, the kid, got called up in his rookie season, he really, really struggled just to get that first hit, and his dad was there watching every pitch of every at-bat he took until he got it, and it took like a week, if memory serves, to the point where me and some other fans are going, hey, Dad, maybe don't show up. Might be putting a little pressure on the kid. I don't know. Folks, we're ready for first pitch. Liberatore delivers and a swing and a miss on a fastball that looked low, below the zone. We are underway in St. Louis. Strike 1 on Jackson Holliday. Next pitch is a chopper, a little tapper in front of the mound. Picked up by Liberatore, and he throws it over the glove of the first baseman. Just a few feet beyond him, the second baseman backing up, but Jackson Holliday is going to reach on a throwing error. First batter of the ball game. Liberatore not winning any gold gloves anytime soon. Speed always makes people feel a little more pressure. We got a runner at first. Here's Pete Alonso. And a first pitch backdoor slider hits the outside edge for strike one. Alonso.
A polar bear stirs.
Yeah, we're like 2 subscribers away from 5,800, folks. If you're watching and you're not subscribed, go ahead and do it. Be one of the first 5,800. Pitches in the dirt to Alonso. The count is a ball and a strike. That's Burleson over at first base. With that ball going over his glove, he reached up as high as it could. The throw from Liberatore, maybe 25 feet. Not good. 1-1 pitch to Alonso is up and in for ball 2. 2-1. Blaze currently 0 for 2 in his first rehab game, but he made a cool play at third on defense. Good to hear. Blaze Alexander has started his rehab assignment. I think we're going to see Blaze before we see Bautista, even though Bautista had a day or two head start. I think we're going to be pretty careful with Bautista. Wait until everything's just right. I don't see any reason why to push that. 2-2 to Alonso. Holiday over at first, and Liberatore will toss over to first base to check on him. Just a light toss, not a real pickoff move. By the way, congratulations to Zach Eflin. Today he has reached the 10-year service time mark. Alonso with a foul ball right at home plate. Holiday had taken off on that pitch and will go back to first with the count 2-2. Yeah, Zach Eflin reached 10 years of MLB service today officially for him. That puts him into a nice spot, let's just say. He'll be well taken care of. This pitch to Alonso is a slider, a little bit low. We got a full count in our first bugle of the evening. Oh, Eflin hasn't forgot about you. He came out to help smoke a cigar a few nights back after that second win against the Rays. The night before, we lost the finale, which was the last game we played. There goes Holiday, and Alonso with a line drive base hit into left field. Holiday will be able to go to third. No problem. He's in there. Even though that ball hit hard right in front of the left fielder with a short throw to third with Holiday running, he makes it there without a play. We got first and third, nobody out to begin the ball game, folks. Alonso. Now, help me out, folks. Did Pete's hitting streak end in that finale against Tampa? And I mean, nobody got any hits. Cowser had like 2 hits and nobody else had like any, right? I think Alonso's streak is over. But look at him pick it right back up here. Here's Gunnar Henderson. He's hitting .220. I know. It's crazy, right? And Gunnar pops up the first pitch on the infield. Why? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm sorry, the count was 1-0. He did get a ball on a 1-0 pitch with first and third, nobody out. A guy that used to collect RBIs as easy as collecting, stamps or baseball cards. I don't know. I got nothing. The point is, come on, Gunnar. You got to do something in that spot. Here's Kobe Mayo, first and third, 1 out. And he's swinging at the first pitch. Okay, I think we have established that we are trying to jump on the first pitch. And eventually, Liberatore is not going to give you a good first pitch. You can't just do it every time. Please. Trust your hitting abilities enough to where you don't have to get a hit on the first pitch. Swing and a miss by Mayo, a changeup. Well spotted by Liberatore, low and away in the corner of the zone. And the count is 0-2. My goodness, folks.
Just get it all on there. Just spread it out.
Mayo loves to hit lefties. And he's got 2 on right now, 1 90 feet away. But he's in the hole 0-2. The pitch. Check swing, and the home plate ump rings him up. Wow. 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 Got your 3-4 hitters. First and third, nobody out, and 3-4 hitters. One guy, the face of the franchise. The other guy hitting lefties like nobody else. And we can't even make contact or get it out of the infield. Are you... Christian Encarnacion Strand is going to try to pick up his teammates. And he takes low ball 1. Hey, he took a pitch, unlike some other people. All right. Ball 1 to Encarnacion Strand. Better late than never. Come on, buddy. You can hit lefties. Liberatore is ready, and the 1-0. There's a breaking ball that will catch the inside edge for a strike. Count even at 1-1. Encarnacion Strand coming into tonight hitting .229. But a lot of RBI. And what's it been? About a month and a half or so. Here's a foul ball that got Encarnacion Strand somewhere. And he's walking away from the on-deck circle to shake it off. Still with 2 strikes on him. Oh, that got him on the left shin. He's still trying to walk it off, and now Albarnez and the trainer out to talk to him. As much as it hurts... Usually, you do this on a foul ball and you hit it there. You're not going to leave the ball game. But he is getting questioned by the trainer right now. Well, that's what happens, G.E. Wilson, when you only have a fraction of the at-bats at this stage of the season versus other guys. That average tends to fluctuate. And for Encarnacion Strand, the important thing with this guy is that when he does get his hits, they typically come in spots like this with men on base. The 1-2 pitch swung on and missed on a pitch in the dirt, and the Orioles cannot score with first and third and nobody out. 3, 4, 5 hitters. Can't drive in a single run with one of them just 90 feet away. My, oh my, what a bad start.
Big buck, stop it all.
My goodness. My goodness. I mean, not just the first inning of the game, the first inning of a road trip after an off day. You want to set a tone. I would have rather we just gone 1, 2, 3 than for that to happen. Oh my. Bottom of the first coming up. Orioles nothing and the Cardinals coming to bat. Man, oh man. Did you really think they were going to score? Ah, right. Because, haha, we suck. And, of course, we're not going to come through in the clutch when it matters, and we've only scored 7 runs all season long over the first 131 games. We've only had 7 runs on the board throughout the entire season. So, of course, I'm an absolute idiot for thinking maybe, just maybe, we might be able to get a run in that inning. Yeah, I know. I'm an idiot. I'm stupid. I'm gullible. Yeah. That's me. All right. What else is going on? Well, Tyler O'Neill had 3 at-bats against this starter. Unfortunately, 2 for 2 he is with a home run off of this starter, Liberatore. But again, not in the lineup tonight. MRI on his shoulder. There is a chance that we might not see Tyler O'Neill for the rest of the season if it's bad. Chris Bassitt is going to start pitching for the Orioles here. And his first pitch is outside by a considerable margin to J.J. Weatherholt. Weatherholt, a left-handed hitting batter, shortstop. 1-0 pitch is over the plate for a strike. Weatherholt with 17 homers. He's got, 18 steals, 48 RBI, the average of 244. Here's a breaking ball and a nice stop on the backhand by Encarnacion Strand at third. He'll kind of do a little spin move there and throw out Weatherholt at first. Hot corner getting a play very early here in the ball game. Defensively for Baltimore in the outfield, Beavers in left, Franklin in center, Taveras in right, Encarnacion Strand at third, Gunnar at short, Holiday at second, Alonso at first, and Basayo is doing the catching. Next batter is Ivan Herrera, who's got one of the more open stances you'll see. He takes low and away, pretty much in the dirt there for ball 1. Herrera, a 242 hitter. Holds that bat straight up and down. There's a called strike. 1-1. The 1-1 from Bassitt. Oh, nice little breaking ball there. A sweeper. Kind of floated in there and curled around the zone. Caught the inside corner for strike 2. Bassitt's ready for the 1-2. And that one's another sweeper. Oh, they're going to call that a plain curveball. Okay. Looks similar to the previous pitch. Did not hit the zone. Stayed inside. The count is 2-2. Here comes that next pitch. That's lined base hit over Gunnar into left center field. Cut off in the gap by Beavers. Herrera with a wide turn. But he will go back to first with a 1-out single. All right. First base runner for the Cardinals. A 1-out single. The batter, Alec Burleson. Burleson having a good year. .291 batting average. I'll give you the counting numbers here in a sec. Here's a ground ball foul off to the right. 0-1 on Burleson. Well, against Bassitt, I can tell you this. 5 at-bats, he's had 3 hits. 2 of them for extra bases. 0-1 pitch is high, 1 ball, 1 strike. He's got 21 home runs, 33 doubles. Has driven in 96 already with about 30, 31 games left to go. This one's popped up in foul ground, third base side, out of play. 1-2 on Burleson. A .291 average is good for 12th in the National League. Or maybe that's for the major leagues. I'm looking at ranking here on ESPN. I don't know if that's major league rank or league rank. But he's got a good average for an everyday player with some power, .291. This ball's hitting the air to left center. And look out there, Beavers. Here comes Franklin to cut you off and make the catch. Franklin patrolling center field tonight. Makes this catch in left center for the second out. Runner still at first base for St. Louis. Hey there, Roustabout. And folks, I'll run through the chat here and say hello to everybody here in a minute. Hopefully I can shout everybody out. Here is Jordan Walker. He looks at a cutter for a strike. Walker batting .287. That's not bad either. Especially for a guy with some pop. That pitch is going to be challenged, it looks like, by Basayo. It had the plate for sure. Just a matter of whether or not it was low, which the umpire said it was. But he's wrong. That ball does clip the bottom of the zone. And we hold on to both our challenges, having successfully done challenging right there. 0-2 the count with 2 down, runner at first. Yeah, so it might be 12th overall instead of just the National League. Probably. In fact, I would lean toward probably instead of maybe. 0-2 to Walker. Bassitt's pitch. Tries to hit. Well, he does hit. Well, he doesn't. The umpire says he hit the outside edge. The Orioles are walking off the field, but they're going to have to turn around because Walker challenged the call. And it was a terrible call by nearly a baseball, nearly 2 solid inches off the plate. That was definitely not a strike. So both teams have used a challenge, and they both retain it after being right. 2 bad calls by the ump in the inning. 1-2 now on Walker. And the pitch from Bassitt, breaking ball, fouled straight behind the plate. Whew. Sorry. Two down, runner at first. Pitch from Bassitt. That's fouled off to the right. We will do it again. And the next pitch will be number 18 here in the first for Bassitt. Cardinals have turned more double plays than any other team in baseball this season. They have 131 coming into tonight. Here's the 1-2 again, and how did he get a piece of that? That pitch way off the plate. Walker just got it off the end of the bat. And it's still a ball and 2 strikes. Apparently Ramon Arias, former Oriole, in the lineup. We'll see him a few batters from now. Pitch outside, 2-2. Apparently he's just coming off the injured list, the 60-day IL. Urias is 4 for 8 with a home run off of Bassitt previously. All right, here's pitch number 20 in the inning. Let's hurry it up. And that is not called a strike. That's the same pitch, same spot that gave us a called strike 3 to end the inning, but then challenged and overturned. Umpire almost looked like he was ready to call it a strike a second time. Thought better of it. We got a full count now. Runner at first will be off on the pitch. Here it is. And that's a called strike 3. Let's go.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Little bit of laboring there for Bassitt. 21 pitches there in the inning, but he gets out of it without any problem. Gave up the 1 hit, got a strikeout. We go to the second inning, no score in St. Louis. All right. Charm City chat. How the heck are you?
Orioles magic,
Hanging out here tonight, we got Colonel F, Thomas Brock, George Ford, G.E. Wilson, Brian Mitch, 411 Shirley, Janet Hill, Phantom, Tank. Who else we got? Wins, David Denning, Spartacus 1, Bobo, Tony Claremont, William McKay. What else? Lots of repeats already. Sports Roustabout saying good day. Good day to you, sir. Walter Del Gallo. Say hi to Walter, folks. Is that it? That might be it. Did I skip over a bunch? WFA for all. Says, what's up, buddy? Happy to be here, y'all. Welcome aboard. Did I skip something? I don't think I did. How are we doing here on turnout? We got nearly 200 people in the room. Already half of the room has hit the like button. The other half could help out here, about 90 of you. If you don't mind, please hit that thumbs up at the bottom of your screen. Just get it out of the way. And it's good for everybody. All right, we're ready for the second inning. Samuel Basayo is up to hit. And his first pitch is swung on and grounded toward first. Burleson will underhand it to the pitcher covering the bag. And Sammy's down on 1 out.
It's not my fault being the biggest and the strongest. I don't even exercise.
Plate approach so far tonight has been god-awful. I'm sorry. Again, once you establish you're going to jump on the first pitch, if you don't do something with it, you're making it awfully easy on the other pitcher, aren't you? Come on. What's the hurry? We got a 9-game road trip. It's just getting started. Settle in. Here's Franklin. First pitch, he's taken. If there's one thing I've noticed about Franklin is that he will work a count if he can.
Wow, Franklin, you never told me that you had a sister.
1-0 pitch. Take it again. Make it 2-0. All right. It's amazing what can happen if you just wait. Two-0 pitch. That one's fouled away. You know the philosophy, it's not that hard to understand or even like say, well, that makes sense. And that is the fact that opposing pitchers, they've run the numbers. They've run all the numbers at this point. That's a called strike, 2-2 to Franklin. The best pitch a batter is typically going to get is that first pitch, like in terms of location. But that doesn't take into equation other factors. Here's a check swing, appeal, no swing. Franklin has worked the count full. Come on, buddy. You make a pitcher throw a lot of pitches, and then they're going to be prone to make more mistakes. This pitch is called ball 4, and the Cardinals are challenging, and I think they're going to win it, which means Franklin has just struck out looking, and he has. And this pitch was entirely inside the zone. So the ump here, very early in the ball game, has made some bad calls on pitches, both balls that were strikes and strikes that are balls. What's going on, Blue? I'm just as torn up about Dolly leaving us as you may be, but you got to get it together, buddy. There's a called strike to Dylan Beavers. Beavers up there with 2 down, nobody on.
Nice beaver.
Thank you.
The Orioles should require the manager, staff, and players to listen to my calls. What is the? Oh, yeah. That's real punishment. That's severe punishment. It's 0-2 to Beavers. Catcher setting up way outside here. And look at that. Liberatore drops a slider right down the middle for called strike 3. I think Herrera, the catcher there, tricking Beavers, setting up so far outside that I don't think Beavers could not have caught him out of the corner of his eye. And then Liberatore starts with a slider that's inside and then breaks over the middle of the plate, and Beavers is frozen. Really bad look for this offense early on here tonight. We go to the bottom of the second, no score in St. Louis. I forgot to buy a new lighter this morning. And I know the one I have is about out of juice. Folks, I got to go look for some flamage. Will you hang out for a minute and stand by? Appreciate it. Be right back.
He met a strange friend in the Chesapeake Bay when Monday the Monster.
All right. Okay. Terrific. Tough day. Tough day. Tough day. Okay, the bottom of the second inning is about to get underway. There is a lot of cheering going on from the Cardinal crowd, which not too big of a crowd. What is the occasion here? The batter is Joshua Baez. Is he coming back from a long injury? The guy's numbers this season aren't exactly good. He's hitting 139, 4 home runs, 9 RBI. Oh, I do remember this guy. This guy did have that breakout. Didn't he hit like 3 home runs in his first game? But I guess he hasn't done much since with that 139 average. Here's a ground ball right back over the mound. Gunnar tries to barehand pick it up, and he completely misses it, and the ball continues to roll in the shallow center field. Gunnar can't even touch this baseball, let alone get a grip on it. Just kept rolling right underneath him. Joshua Baez aboard. And I don't know if he can call this an infield hit, because by the time that ball comes to rest, it is no longer in the infield. Here is the DH for the Cardinals tonight, Nolan Gorman, left-handed hitting infielder. He looks at a called strike. Folks, we have reached 5,800 subscribers. That is a nice round number. Thank you so much for helping to make that happen.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Next pitch to Gorman is strike two, a changeup from Bassitt. 0-2 on Gorman, who off of Bassitt, my goodness, 4 at-bats. 3 for 4, all 3 home runs. 7 RBI. And just 4 trips to the plate against Bassitt. My goodness. Fastball outside, 1-2. If I would have seen some of these head-to-head numbers, I would have encouraged the Orioles to maybe call Povich up for a start or something. Man, this looks pretty scary, these numbers. Pitch high to Gorman, 2-2. Strand at third base, but he's playing pretty much shortstop where he's positioned right now. Everyone playing deep and shaded to the right. Alonso holding the runner at first. Here's a breaking ball swung on and missed. A curve ball strikes out this guy. Get out of here. Where's my button? Gorman strikes out.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
So now 3 for 5 off of Bassitt. A huge win for Bassitt there. Here is Ramon Orioles. And somewhere in the depths of my soundboard lies a button that says, I have a brother. Arias off of Bassitt previously, 4 for 8 with the home run. Is there anybody who has faced this guy that has not homered off of him? The 1-0 pitch. There's a strike. Outside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. "30 pitches from Bassitt, 1 out in the second. Next pitch is fouled off to the right. Still 1-2. What was Albie thinking? I don't know. Hey, we got over 100 likes already. You guys, honestly, that was quick and very painless. Thank you so much.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
We rolled over the odometer to 5,800, and we got 100 likes, and we are in the second inning. Great job. Here's a ground ball to third. Could be 2. Encarnacion Strand goes to second for 1. Over to first. 2. A double play around the horn, folks. By the way, could somebody tell Matt Holliday to stop dressing like he's a reserve rhythm guitarist for Limp Bizkit? Matt, you're in your late 50s, pal. Come on. Get a grip, dude. What are you doing, Matt? How old is Matt? Is he younger than me? He better not be. Matt Holliday. How old are you, buddy? 55? You are 46? You're 40. You're way younger than me? I'm so old. Oh my God. I'm so old. And I know everybody here older than me. I'm older than you. I know. You had this moment at some point 15 years ago or something. I don't know. I'm going through it now. Generations of players. I remember Brett Boone. I remember Aaron Boone. I remember Bob Boone. I remember Daniel Boone. Pat Boone. I saw all the Boones. All right, you're older than me. Damn. Damn. All right, Phantom. Way to rub it in. Folks, I'm old. Oh, I did realize something that really warmed my heart getting my hair cut yesterday. I've been going to the same barber living over here now for a decade. I was in my 30s when this guy was cutting my hair, and I had a full head of hair, no gray, nothing. But then over time, the receding hairline going on back here, like anybody who wears a baseball cap too much, you get that reverse yarmulke on the back of your head. But I was pleased when I went and sat in the chair and looked at the mirror that's reflecting a mirror behind me so I can see the back of my head. I also caught the back of my barber's head. He's getting the same bald pattern on the back of his dome now. He's a few years younger than me. It was nice to poke fun at him about it. I said, welcome to the club. Folks, it's Leody Taveras leading off. He's got a count of a ball and a strike already because I'm too busy talking about my hair. And this next pitch is on the outside edge, and that is called a strike, I believe. Well, the Orioles are going to challenge, and they're going to lose. Taveras did not think that pitch was on the outside edge, but he's wrong. He challenged, and we're now down to one left. A 1-2 pitch. This is a curveball fouled away. Povich did pitch tonight. He got 11 strikeouts and 5 2/3, but also gave up a couple of home runs. Wait a minute. How do you give up? Oh, 2 hits. I read 2 HR. So, yeah, Povich could have been an option instead. He's on the same schedule as Bassitt. And he saw these numbers. I mean, Bassitt has pitched 2 scoreless so far. So I can't complain, but damn. Okay, here's the 1-2 to Taveras. It's fouled back. We'll do it again. They're advertising a pretzel bacon pub cheeseburger from Wendy's. Lovely. Is this Masson? What am I watching? 1-2 pitch up and away, 2-2. Top of the third inning, no score here. What did I have for dinner last night? Pitch in the dirt, another curveball, and the count is full on Taveras. Well, he lost a challenge for us, but I'm willing to trade that for getting on base here. Come on, buddy. We got a full count, leading off with Holiday on deck. And a ball hit toward shortstop. Backhanded stop by Weatherholt. A bounce throw to first is going to be late. Weatherholt doing everything one can at short to try to get Taveras here, but his speed, Taveras, helps him beat this out for an infield hit. All right, there's our base runner. Leadoff man on, and the top of the order now up. Here's Holiday, and he's not going after the first pitch, nor should he, because it's straight down in the dirt for ball one. Come on, Baltimore. Oh, I guess I'm watching the Cardinals broadcast. Okay. Pitch in the dirt, 2-0. All right. The Orioles started the game nicely with Holiday reaching on an error, and then a base hit by Alonso gave us runners at the corners with nobody out, and then we just figured out how to not score. This ball's in the center, a base hit, and a break on the pitch by Taveras, who's going to go first to third. twice now. The Orioles, with a runner in motion, get a base hit and get that runner to third and set up runners at the corners with nobody out. All right. The first inning has repeated itself, except we're one batter off, which means Alonso, who was the guy to get the hit to put runners at the corners at the first, now in the first, is now the guy that can maybe drive in somebody, if not some people. Come on, first pitch, swing and a miss, maybe a foul tip, right at the plate for strike one. Come on, buddy.
A polar bear stirs.
You're genetically gifted there, Book Doc. What can I tell you? 0-1 pitch in the dirt, or at least very low. That is ball one, 1-1 on Alonso. Pete at 30 homers on the season. See how close he can get to 40. That one missed, low and in, 2-1. Come on, folks. Man, does my forehead look extremely large on my monitor here. Swing and a miss. Alonso bit at that curveball after laying off that same pitch, and this one was right down in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Come on, Pete. Come on, Pete. Grass doesn't grow on a busy street. Well, it's very busy somewhere about right here. 2-2 pitch, very high, full count. Come on. One more time. Full count, pitch. Hit hard foul. Ha 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 ha. Hit hard foul. We'll do it again. We will do it again. I don't know. I thought it was always known as a bugle charge. I'm going with bugle, Jared. Feel free to go with a xylophone if that helps. I don't know. The pitch. Alonso hits one in the air to left field. That ball's going. That ball is gone. Bye, bye, birdie. Alonso with an Earl Weaver special. And this road trip has officially begun. The polar bear. An Arctic blast to left. 3-0 Baltimore, folks. That ball had a family.
It's magic, you know. It's magic. On a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic. Break out.
435 feet. That ball into the upper right corner above the bullpen into the crowd. Base is empty. Nobody out. Gunner, do whatever the hell you need to do now. Pete did what you could not. Gunner with a ground ball to second. And he will be thrown out. 1 away. All right, we go back to normal. Alonso's not hitting. We got a 3-0 lead, folks. Kobe Mayo up for the second time. He gets a curveball. It stays up for ball 1. Get it all on there.
Just get it all on there. Just spread it out.
Have another cigar, Pete. Change up outside, 2-0. The pitch from Liberatore. On 2-0, Mayo with a ground ball on the first base side. A shovel pass from the glove by the pitcher to the first baseman will beat Mayo to the bag for out number 2. Nice play by the pitcher defensively, especially considering the error he made to the first batter of the ball game. 2 down, nobody on. And here is Encarnacion Strand. With 2 seconds left on the pitch clock, here it comes, and Encarnacion Strand hits one to left center. They're going to watch that one go. Bye, birdie! Another deep blast by an Oriole batter here in the third. 460 feet. Absolutely tattooed by Encarnacion Strand. We got a 4-0 lead, folks. Oh, he went down and got it. It was down and away, and he pulled it like nothing.
It's magic, you know. It's magic. On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride. Who believe in magic? Break out.
And Sammy falls behind 0-2 with that second strike, a bad swing on a slider. 0-2 on Basayo with 2 down, nobody on. 4 runs in for the Orioles on a pair of homers. And that is how you make up for that lack of clutch in the first inning. Basayo with a foul ball, still no balls, 2 strikes. That's the longest home run of the season hit at Busch Stadium. They're only saying on the St. Louis broadcast that it went 450. Okay, well, it's saying 450 here on ESPN as well. I swear they said 460 when they first showed the measurement. They shaved 10 feet off, but it's still quite the poke by Encarnacion Strand. 1-2 on Basayo. The pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside edge. Sammy down looking to end the inning. But the Orioles get 4 men on, and they all come home. 2 of them from home runs. One by Pete Alonso, a 3-run shot, and Christian Encarnacion Strand gives us a solo shot at the end of 2.5. Hey, the Orioles have a lead. It is 4-0. Now, this was a graphic, Phantom. You know, right after they hit a home run, you'll see the score bug, like, flip over, and it'll say home run number, whatever, maybe exit velo, and then distance. Like, that, all that info just popped up together. That's where I took it from. And next thing you know, I start looking at my ESPN box score. They said 450, and then when they mentioned it a second time on the broadcast here, they brought it back down to 450. All is taken care of. So that is home run number 31 for Pete and number 7 for Encarnacion Strand. How many home runs would Cars have with a full season? Makes you kind of wonder, doesn't it? Folks, 4-0. All right. That is a nice lead for Bassitt to work with. Let's go. So it's Tuesday, right? Yesterday, Monday, off day for us. So everybody plays tonight. Let me take a initial look at the out-of-town scores. Just looking at scores that matter to us. The Tigers have a lead on the Rays, 3-1 in the bottom of the 7th in Detroit. Kansas City up on Toronto, 2-1. We got to root those Royals on. Kansas City in Toronto up 2-1 in the bottom of the 5th. All right, back to this ball game, and it's Church for the Cardinals. Nathan Church, a left-handed hitting outfielder who's hitting .239 with 9 homers and 41 RBI. Pitch from Bassitt is high. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Here's good news. The White Sox have a 5-run lead on the Rangers in Chicago, 6-1 White Sox in the bottom of the 3rd. Cleveland will start their game with the Angels in an hour in L.A. Foul ball by Church. The count is 2-1. Twins will be out in Sacramento. That game doesn't start for an hour. And those are the games we're watching. Scoreboard watching. 2-1 pitch. That ball's line foul. Off to the right, 2-2. The Cardinal Redbird mascot is pacing up and down the dugout roof, much like our Oriole bird does. Hey, that's our gimmick. Quit trying to copy us. Here's a foul ball. 2-2 on Church. Church seems like the first batter they have shown me without showing me what his career numbers are off Bassitt. Here's a ball hit out to right. That ball's traveling. That ball is gone. Into the bullpen and right. And the Cardinals are on the board with a home run. The ball is flying tonight, apparently. Church hits his 10th of the season. And the Cardinals get one back. A solo home run here in the bottom of the 3rd makes it 4-1. Where's this pitch? That is not a bad curveball at all. Way below the zone, way inside. And while lefties historically like pitches low and in, this is quite low. This was not a bad pitch at all by Bassitt. Tough break for him. Here is Fermin, number 9 hitter, second baseman for the Cardinals. I want to say Freddie Fermin, but he's a catcher. This is Jose Fermin. He's got a fly ball to right, and it's a long run for Taveras, but he's going to get there. He makes the catch. Taveras with a catch on the run for the first out here in the bottom of the 3rd, and that'll flip the lineup over. Here comes J.J. Weatherholt for the 2nd time. Yay is allowed. Go ahead and say yay. Go ahead. Give it a shot. There's a called strike right down Broadway from Bassitt. Folks, 127 likes. We got about 100 more people here than likes, so 100 of you could help out right now. Or maybe wait a sec if you need to, but please hit that thumbs up at the bottom of the screen. It helps the channel grow. You know how you found this channel? By people hitting that like button and helping to convince YouTube to push this content out to more people, fresh eyes. Every like helps. It's true. 0-2 on Weatherholt. Catcher setting up outside, Basayo, and this pitch is middle up and fouled away. Count remains 0-2 to Weatherholt. Here's a pitch that is above the belt for a ball, 1-2. Orioles with 4 runs in the top of the inning. Cardinals get 1 back here with 1 out in the bottom. And this curveball in the dirt will even up the count at 2-2. Umpire gets a fresh set of baseballs. Two balls, 2 strikes. Bassitt ready, and he winds and deals. Here's a ball shot right back where it came from, up the middle in the center field for a 1-out hit. So the rookie Weatherholt, probably the first time he's faced Bassitt. Second at bat, gets a hit off of him. Nearly took his head off with that line drive. 1-out single with a run already in on a home run. And we're getting into that meaty part of the order here where Bassitt needs to be careful or else that lead is going to evaporate. That first pitch is below the zone, ball 1 to Ivan Herrera. Double play ball would be good here. The 1-0 pitch. There's a strike. That one pretty much in the zone all the way in. And Herrera just looking at it. No swing attempt whatsoever. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch, right down the middle. Strike 2. Not sure what Herrera's looking for here these last couple of pitches. And I'm hoping Bassitt can maybe find an edge or a corner because these last 2 have been very much middle. 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball. Hit on the ground. Gunnar going to second. 1 there. Holiday to first. A little bit late. That one started kind of slowly. And you kind of figured that a double play wasn't going to come by the time Gunnar got rid of that baseball. The Orioles do get 1 out. There are 2 away in the inning. It's a fielder's choice for Herrera, who takes over at first base. And with 2 down, the batter now, Burleson, who flew out his first time. And again, very good numbers on the season. Dangerous batter. At the plate right now. First pitch to him is inside, a slider for ball 1. Burleson kind of looks like Brandon Young if you made him go up and hit. He's got kind of the same beard, same hair, same. I'd swear if he was wearing an Oriole jersey, I'd tell you that's Brandon Young right there. Here's a ball hit left side, heading into the corner toward the foul line. A grab made by Beavers on the run. And this inning is over. Beavers, not sure if that ball would have landed fair or not. There's not a whole lot of foul ground down there, a couple of feet or so. And I've yet to see a replay, but Beavers potentially saving extra bases and a huge problem. The inning is over, folks. The Cardinals do get 1 back, but it's just the 1. I'm willing to trade 4 runs for 1 all night long. We go to the 4th. Baltimore 4, St. Louis 1. Okay. Ball would have been fair by about 15 feet. There you go. Would have been fair. Nice catch by Beavers. We go to the 4th, folks. Folks, I don't want to do this to myself, but I can't stop thinking about losing Dolly Parton. I just can't. It's just the worst. Again, I think I was trying to make a point that I never really wrapped up, which is, you live to be 80 or beyond, and then your number's up. It's not supposed to be tragic, but man, I don't know. Some people you just don't want to see go. Some people who are much older than me, I kind of tell myself, man, they should be outliving me. They should be around longer than me. And she was one of those people. And I got a few others. Jeff Goldblum, for whatever reason. Whenever I see Jeff Goldblum, I look at him and I go, now that dude looks like he could be here another 50 years. He better be around longer than me. And he's a good dude. Everybody loves him. But yeah, Dolly Parton. You want to talk about somebody that transcended everything. Who wasn't a fan of Dolly in some way, shape, or form? Whoever had a bad thing to say about her? Nobody. When was she ever caught being a diva or something? No, never. So charitable, so kind. Every interview she would go out and it'd be that customary joke about her anatomy. She's quite endowed in a particular area. She would just laugh it off, go with the joke. And, nothing ever fazed her. Nothing. Such a strong person. Strong woman, strong person. Folks, we're back underway. It's strike one to Christian Franklin. He struck out his first time up. He's hitting just 154 at the moment. 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball. That kisses the outside edge for a strike. Nice pitch by Liberatore to get ahead 0-2. He's already up to 60 pitches, however. Just getting started in the fourth inning. Swing and a miss as Franklin goes after one in the dirt. He strikes out. One away. Yeah, folks, I don't want to turn this into something stupid, but look. For whatever reason, over the past decade or so, there seems to be this rift that has been growing and growing amongst us Americans. Culturally. The culture war. Everything is a culture war. And I'm so sick of it. And I was sick of it 10 years ago when it was just getting started. And I had to get out of there. But man, if there's any person out there that can represent America and appeal to all of us, that we can all agree on something, if only one thing, when we have to sit there and be outraged in a way that's not even genuine on so many other things, there's one person that we can all, agree on, was just a special, fantastic person. And that was Dolly. And damn it, she's gone. 1-2 pitch fouled away by Beavers. The count remains 1-2 strikes. Here's the next pitch. That one's low in the dirt. Count 2-2. I mean, take me the rest of the ball game to go over all the charitable things this lady did. 2-2 pitch. Fouled away off to the right. I read something where she has been donating every month. Like I knew that she was charitable in the area of literacy, and she's got a couple of foundations and Here's a ball to left by Beavers. That ball is going to back up the left fielder a couple of steps. Still in front of the track, though. The catch is made, and Beavers is retired, 2 down. Base is empty for Baltimore in the top of the 4th. Yeah, I already knew that she was very much into literacy and, like, getting scholarships for kids, but I read something that said that she was donating on a monthly basis 2 million books. 2 million books a month. I had to listen to it 2 or 3 times to make sure that I heard it right. So unless where I heard this, they got it wrong. 2 million books a month donated for children to help them learn to read or to get more involved in reading. 2 million books a month. That's just insane. Here's a curveball to Taveras. That hits the bottom of the zone. The count is 1-2 on Leote, who started that rally in the previous inning. Right? With that hit of his. Over 200 million books as of the first quarter of this year. So whether it's a month or a quarter of a year, whatever, the numbers are, and this is every month for 25 years, 30 years? Here's a ball right in front of the catcher. He'll pick it up and throw out Taveras. This inning is over. Orioles go quietly here in the 4th. We go to the bottom half of the inning. Baltimore had 4-1. Oh, yeah. I mean, there's so many other things. There's so many other things that she has done or was still doing. And by God, she had an interview just a week ago, maybe, with People magazine. I had heard that information that she was talking about her health issues, and all she could say was that she was looking forward to continuing to do more work on the things that she was working on, and she had more goals that she wanted to accomplish. And I guess that part of it is what hit me the hardest. Folks, we can't all be like super famous and have this ability to impact so many people the way that she did. But there are a lot of people that get to her level that don't help out at all. And we don't have to feel like we have to match that. But, God, she definitely set an example for me ever since I was a kid. I remember I saw her on The Muppet Show as a kid. I saw her on The Muppet Show. She did a duet with Kermit the Frog. They were singing Everyday People. Everyday People. A song about how, we're all different, but we're all the same at the same time. We're everyday people, even though there's something different about this guy versus that guy. I feel blessed to be exposed to some of the things, the teaching lessons like that as a kid, to be entertained and also informed and educated. Walker leading off the bottom of the 4th inning. He's got strike 1. The Orioles ahead 4-1. This ball is hit out toward right. Coming in is Taveras. He has a bead on it, and he makes the catch. 1 away. Yeah, they broke the mold with her. Absolutely broke the mold. Joshua Baez. Base hit his first time up. First pitch to him. Swing and a miss. A high cutter. Maybe an inch above the zone there from Bassitt. He gets a swing and a miss. A sweeper that wraps around and hits the bottom of the zone on the inside edge, and I think Baez has challenged this pitch. He has. And you know what? Damn it, he's right. That pitch wound up being a little bit low, and they'll turn that strike into a ball and make the count 1-1. Cardinals still have both their challenges. Orioles have only one left. This pitch floats above the zone, stays high for ball 2. Infield playing as deep as they can, with the exception of Alonso playing about halfway up on the infield. 2-1 pitch. Halfway up on the dirt, I should say. Not on the entire infield. He'd be level with Bassitt. This pitch is fouled away. We got a 2-2 count on Baez with 1 away, bases empty. Swing and a miss. Bassitt with a curveball. I must think Baez thought he saw a straight pitch that might hit the upper outside corner, because that pitch started there but wound up off the plate and down low. Swing and a miss. We got a strikeout. We got 2 away. First pitch to Gorman is a curveball in the dirt, ball 1.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
How do you... just irreplaceable. Irreplaceable. 1-0 pitch. That one misses low and in, just missing the corner. It is 2-0. Bassitt's 2-0 pitch. That ball is kind of punched at and fouled away. Not the best 2-0 swing I've ever seen. Good on Bassitt to get that swing out of him. 2-1 the count. Next pitch is fouled straight back this time. 2 strikes on the batter, 2 out in the inning. Bases are empty. Bassitt trying to get through 4 innings of 1-run ball. The 2-2 swung on and fouled away. I lost sight of the ball. I was about to say he struck out. Still 2-2. And another pitch is a curveball swung on and missed. Look at that yacker. Chris Bassitt, a lollipop curveball to get the strikeout and finish the inning.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Oops. I was going to do the hit the bricks. There
Hit the
you go.
bricks, pal. You're done.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
How about this? Peace, love, dope. Now get the hell out of here.
I still haven't gotten my buddy Rising Rhino to listen to Jolene. Come on, Rhino, if you're out there, buddy, now's the time. Rhino never takes any of my advice. He's skittish. He's skittish about taking any of my advice when it comes to something pop culture related, be it a movie or a song. He's one of those guys. that goes, oh, you're recommending it? Ugh, all right. Well, I'll just make a point to avoid it then. Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. You're missing out, bud. It's a banger. Holds up still. What are you nervous about, Thomas? Are you about to get on a plane with a balloon full of heroin? What are you doing? What are you nervous about? Huh? Everything's fine. Don't panic. Folks, we're over 150 likes. We got about 250 people here. Thank you for getting us to 150.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
On the road to 200 now. We're flying. Did you see the duet Dolly did with the girl that wrote a song from Jolene Perspective? Oh, like a kind of like a rap battle. Well, first of all, just the concept that anybody can take away Dolly Parton's man is laughable. But she sells it. She certainly sells it. The way she belts that song out. The song has so much like intensity to it. There's no other country song I know that sounds like it. Here's a base hit by Jackson Holliday into right center field. Walker will get it back in. We got another leadoff man on, folks. Holliday with a single. His second hit of the night. And we got something working here. God, speaking of somber things, I just was reminded myself last night, and now I'm looking at something that the Cardinals are doing coming up. Folks, I mean, we might as well get it all over with in one game. But I will definitely be observing what will be the 25th anniversary of September 11th coming up. Well, I think you can figure out the date. It's not that far away. Just kind of snuck up on me. A quarter century. Half of my life, basically the exact halfway point of my life, was that date. And I really preferred the first half versus the second half, folks. I got to tell you. Pete Alonso's at the plate with a count of 2-1 strike. I should not miss one pitch from Alonso. There's a base hit up the middle on 2-1. Another guy going first to third. Holliday has done it again. Alonso, folks, for the third time in 5 innings. The Orioles get a leadoff hit and then another, or a leadoff man, and then a hit to put runners at first and third. We did it in the first inning. We couldn't score, but then we did it in the third inning and put up 4 runs. Every odd inning, we're doing the same thing. First and third, nobody out. And now Gunnar. Can you do it now, buddy? Gunnar, come on. I mean, honestly.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
Enough already, dude. Come on. First pitch. He takes. It's low and away. Good start. Let's keep it going. Carl can't wait. Pitch in the dirt, 2-0. 2-0. Making outs in his first 2 at-bats. Gunner's average now dipping below 220, so he is due to get back to 220 with a hit. Pitch in the dirt, 3-0. Come on, people. Three and 0. Orioles ahead by 3. They got first and third, nobody out. The pitch taken for a strike. A fastball knee-high on the outside corner. 3-1. Liberatore now up to 83 pitches here in the 5th. Come on, Gunner. The pitch. Low, ball 4. Take your base, buddy.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
That's good to see from Gunner. Very good to see. Obviously, you need to not be pressing in order to work a walk in a spot where he already screwed up trying to drive in a run. He didn't press too hard. He waited for something. He didn't get it, and he got ball 4 instead. And now the bases are loaded, folks. Bases are loaded for one of the best bats against lefty pitching in all of baseball here in the year 2026. Coby Mayo coming up.
Let's get it all on there. Just spread it out.
Mound meeting for the Cardinals. Take their time.
Let me have a Diablo sandwich of Dr. Pepper. Make it fast. I'm in a goddamn hurry.
All right. Coby frickin' Mayo. Bags juiced and nobody out. I mean, Coby, just tell us what you want here. A sac fly is a start. Extra base hit, and you might be having yourself a big night, sir. All right, we're ready. Bases loaded, nobody out. First pitch to Mayo is taken low for ball 1. That curveball starting up, going down. It went through the zone, finished below. Good eye from Mayo. And now the 1-0 pitch. Takes low again with a slider. 2-0. Nowhere to put him, folks. That sandwich is halfway open. The pitch taken on 2-0. A sinker, knee-high on the inside corner. He can have that. Come on, Mayo. You got this. This guy's closing in on 90 pitches. He's going to leave something hittable here. Come on. Pitch. Oh, he caught the outside edge. Backdoor slider. 2-2. Come on. Come on, buddy. Folks, we got him loaded. Nobody out. 2-2 to Mayo. The pitch. Curveball. Got a piece. Foul tipped at the plate. We do it again. Come on. Mayo does not have a grand slam in his young career. They just showed his numbers with the bases loaded. There is not a home run in there. 2-2 pitch. That's in the dirt for ball 3. Nowhere to put him, folks. Come on. Nowhere to put him and nobody out. The 3-2 to Mayo. Line drive off the glove of the shortstop into left field. A base hit. Holiday will score. That'll be the only run. As everybody frozen with that liner nearly caught by Weatherholt, the shortstop, off his glove into left field. Folks, we got that run back to a 4-run lead, 5-1 Baltimore. Not sure why he didn't snare this one. Let me look at it a little closer. Oh, God, he should have caught it. He did not have to really do anything but just hold his head or hold the glove a little bit above his head. Mayo showing why hitting the ball hard just about every time he put it in play can lead to good results. That ball should have been snared over there. And you know what? Had Weatherholt caught it, I didn't take a look at where the base runners were, but a line drive like that, he might have doubled somebody off. I mean, that is a huge moment right there. Meanwhile, the Cardinals have activity in their bullpen. Liberatore now over 90 pitches. And the mound meeting that was taking place is now concluded. We got Encarnacion Strand coming up. He's already given us a big homer tonight, 450 feet to hit his 7th home run of the season. Now with bases loaded, nobody out. And it looks like we're going to get a pitching change. So that mound meeting was to buy some time. Here comes the manager now with as slow of a walk as you can make, waiting until the last moment before indicating for a reliever. Liberatore has been knocked out of the ball game. Somebody by the name of Strzelecki. Oh my God, what a mouthful. Somebody with a good Scrabble score is coming in relief. All right. We got a 5-1 ball game. Peter Strzelecki. There's 4 syllables in there somewhere. 3.29 ERA, a whip of 1.02. Just 13 2/3 innings, 7 appearances on the season for this guy coming in right now. 31-year-old right-hander, Peter Strzelecki. Strzelecki. Anybody got this guy on their fantasy team? Why would they? Folks, with this pitching change, I'm going to take a quick break. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Be a bird watcher. It's free. All right.
He met a strange friend in the Chesapeake Bay when
Bacon! Where's the bacon? I smell bacon! Bacon! Gotta be bacon! Only one thing smells like bacon! That's bacon! Bacon! There! From that bag! What's it say? I can't read! Please! Give me what's in the bag! Chewy, yummy, smoky bacon!
There you go.
Oh boy! No! It's bacon!
No, it's Bacon Strips, brand dog snack from Purina. Bacon Strips. Dogs don't know it's not bacon.
It's bacon!
What is going on with this thing? There we go. All right, folks, we are getting ready for the new pitcher, Strzelecki, with Encarnacion Strand at the plate. Bases loaded. First pitch is taken for a strike on a sinker at 92 miles an hour. 1 run already in for the Orioles. Next pitch, that stays off the plate outside. A sinker with some late tailing action, nearly hit the outside edge, but stays off the plate. And the count even up at 1-1. Next pitch, hit on the ground, and a diving stop. No, it's through on the third base side. 1 run is in. Here comes a throw in. It is cut off. 2-run score. A 2-run single by Encarnacion Strand. 3 RBI on the night. A 2-run single to go with his solo home run. Folks, we've got a big lead. It's 7-1. Come on. Folks.
Oh, it's magic. You know.
Up and away to Basayo for ball 1.
You believe in magic.
So now first and second, still nobody out. And the Orioles Tell you what, I talked about setting a tone for this road trip. That first inning looked pretty bad, but now 7 runs since the third inning on 9 hits. Here's a ball that catches the outside edge, a curve ball from Strzelecki. I'm going to just call him Striz at this point. So Bassitt, the 6th batter of the inning without an out yet. Chance to bat around maybe. Fouls off this pitch. It's 2-2. That's right. There you go. Pitch. Off the plate by at least half a foot. The count has gone full on Bassitt. Cardinal pitching is getting beat up by the Oriole bats here. What's going on? 3-2, swing and a miss on a curveball that would have been ball 4. Well, there's your first out of the inning. And Bassitt is now 0 for 3 tonight. A couple of strikeouts. Alonso is already 3 for 3, by the way. Alonso's average now at 275. He's knocking on 280. Christian Franklin takes a sweeper knee-high on the inside corner for strike 1. Franklin already 0 for 2. Trying to join the hit parade. We got Beavers on deck. Oh, that one hit Franklin, and that's going to load him up for Beavers. That pitch 89 miles an hour on the left arm of Franklin. He absorbed it. Doesn't appear to be any worse for the wear, and we got bases loaded again, folks. Just above the elbow on the left arm of Franklin. He's at first, bases loaded. And we got Beavers up, facing a righty now. He was 0 for 2 off of Liberatore. First pitch. That one is framed by Herrera, but he doesn't get the call. It's ball 1. 1-0. A chance to make this a laugher on one swing by Beavers. And he will back out of the box with a timeout. Come on.
Nice beaver.
Thank you.
Folks, fill that chat up with Beavers. The pitch. Swung on and fouled away. More Beavers. The more the merrier. That's always been my policy regarding Beavers. 1-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled. A chopper off to the right for strike 2. One, 2 count. The pitch. That one stays high. A fastball. 2-2. Bugle time. Cardinals hoping to turn 2 here and get out of this inning. Curveball will miss low, and we got a full count with nowhere to go. Come on. Nowhere to put him. 1 down, bases juiced. The pitch. That's high, ball 4. Bring in another run.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
RBI walk for It is 8-1 Baltimore. Add the extra point. We're up by 7.
It's magic, you know. It's magic.
Now Leody Taveras has strike 1.
Oh, come on, let's dance.
Next pitch, foul tipped at the plate, 0-2 on Taveras. Third trip through the order, about to be done with. Holiday's on deck for the 4th time through. And we're only in the 5th. Pitch. Ooh, that was close on 0-2. Nobody's challenging for the Cardinals. They've got both of them left. You would think maybe they would have thought about using it there. That would have ended the inning. Or I'm sorry, that would have been out number 2 with the bases loaded. Taveras line drive over second base into right center field. It's down. 1 run is in. Here comes Franklin. He scores. And it has become a laugher. 10-1. Folks. Dolly. This one's for you.
It's magic, you know. It's magic. On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride.
Folks, the Orioles have batted around here. Haven't they? 6 runs in, 2 on base, 1 out. That's 9. So we batted around with the previous hitter. Here comes Holiday for the 2nd time in the inning, and he looks at strike 1. Holiday already with a couple of hits, a couple of runs scored. Pitch in the dirt by Strzelecki. 1-1 the count. Pitch. Holiday. That ball's going to go foul. A little bit out in front of it there, and he hooked it into a crowd that appears to have gotten thinner since this inning started. Four runs in the 3rd inning, 6 so far here in the 5th. Holiday, again, out in front of it, fouls it off. 1-2. 10 runs on 10 hits. There's also a Cardinal error in there. And they have walked 2 batters, one from Liberatore, one from the current pitcher. That one's in the dirt. 2-2 to Holiday, folks. Let's start padding these stats. Everybody could use it. Two balls, 2 strikes to Holiday. The pitch. Inside, not close. Catcher had set up outside and had to reach over across his body to keep that one from getting all the way to the backstop. Folks, full count to Holiday now. 1st and 2nd, the pitch. That one's hit on the ground and through, a base hit into center field. Send another man home. The Orioles will. It is 11-1. Beavers scores. 3rd hit of the night for Holiday. Folks, the hit parade continues here in St. Louis. This game isn't half over, and we got 11 runs on 11 hits. How we doing?
It's magic, you know. It's magic.
And Alonso, who's already 3 for 3, is up again for the 4th time in 5 innings, and he's got 2 ducks on the pond out there, one only 90 feet away with only 1 out. He fouls away the first pitch.
A polar bear stirs.
Come on. If the Cardinals made an error so bad, would it be considered a cardinal sin? See what he did there? Alonso takes low. It's 2-1. Strzelecki now at 30 pitches since coming on to relieve Liberatore. He's only gotten one out. Pitch. Hit on the ground hard. And a fair ball down the left field line. It bounces off the side of the stands that juts out there right just a foot from the foul line. A run comes in to score. It's now 12-1. It's a double by Alonso. He's 4 for 4. A home run, a double, and a couple of singles. He's not going to get a cycle, folks. Stop thinking about it. Oh, my goodness. It is 12-1 Baltimore. What the hell? Here comes Marmol, and that will probably do it there for Strzelecki. Buddy, thank you for your service. Catch you on the flip side. There is a pitching change again in St. Louis. Folks, we needed some therapy after the news today, and my goodness, the baseball gods, they're coming through. 12-1 Baltimore. And this fifth inning, this top of the fifth, still has 2 outs left. My goodness, folks, we are just 14 likes away from 200. We got over 300 people in the room at the moment. We've got a break in what has been a crazy inning. So why not take just a moment and help out the channel? You're not obligated to. I'm just asking you nicely. I'll do you a favor. I'll continue to call this game and every Oriole game. 3 hours of free play-by-play. You take 3 seconds, reach over and hit that thumbs up. We'll call it even, okay? We'll call that even. It's the best deal in town. Think about it. I'm going to light up a lucky, folks. I want to sit back and watch a laugher. I want to sit back and just enjoy a laugher. Oh, I know, Bill. I was just going to start talking about Shane Baz and talking about maybe rolling over some of these runs for another ball game. But, of course, that's just not how it works. It ain't fair. It ain't fair. Shane Baz has got to be going, what the hell? Absolutely. I'll be right back, guys. Is a squeeze play tacky when you're up 12-1? I don't know if tacky is the right word. If by doing so results in one of our batters getting plunked in the ear flap, then if that's considered tacky, then yes, it'd be quite tacky. Gunnar Henderson's up again. 2nd and 3rd with 1 out. His second chance to drive in runs here in the inning. Gunnar walked the first time to load him up the first time. He's got strike 1 right now with the new pitcher Ferguson on for the Cardinals. Fouls back the sinker. It's 0-2. A left-hander now out of the pen for the Cardinals. Caleb Ferguson, his ERA 4.5. Excuse me. Not a very good whip, 1.67. Gunnar fouls off the 0-2 pitch. We'll do it again. Hey, Pocket Watch. Stopping by. Why not take a load off and hang out? The Orioles. How often do you come in and go, oh, hey, we're up by 10? Come on, we're up by 11. And we ain't done yet. Trying to get Gunnar in on the action here. 0-2 count, 2nd and 3rd. Wait, did Alonso get to 2nd? What happened? Oh, that's right. It was a double. Did Gunnar strike out? Or did he get a piece of it? Okay, he got a piece of it. Thank God. All right. Gunnar still 0-2. Folks, 2 likes. Just 2. And we get to 200. That's it. Real simple. We're right on the precipice. No balls, 2 strikes to Gunnar. One away in an inning that has seen 8 men cross the plate already. Gunnar fouls it off, still 0-2. I don't have to imagine Earl. I was quite literally speaking about it not more than 3 minutes ago concerning Shane Baz. 0-2 once more. Check swing by Gunnar. They appeal, and he went around. Wow. On a pitch in the dirt. Wow. Gunnar. Kobe Mayo is facing a lefty. There is a base open, but I don't know if the Cardinals are interested in pitching around a guy down by 11. Plus, you got Encarnacion Strand on deck, and he's done way more damage tonight. With 2 hits to Mayo's 1 and 3 RBI to Mayo's 1. Mayo 1 for 3 tonight. Here's the pitch. That is low, and the count is 2-0.
Just get it all on there. Just spread it out.
Folks, we're crushing it right now, and there's only one guy with some Mayo jars in the chat. Come on. Enjoy it while it's happening, folks. We're kicking some ass. Mayo fouls this one off himself. Or did it get a piece of the catcher? Catcher looks slow to get up. Maybe it got a piece of both of them. Who knows? We got a 2-1 count. Well, I'm looking at a replay here. I guess I can tell you. Oh, that got the catcher, not Mayo. But Mayo was cool about it. After that ball off the catcher, he stepped out of the box, knowing Herrera was going to need a second there to take that foul, or that, I guess was it a foul ball? I've already forgotten. Yeah, it had to have been a foul ball. Here's a strike. And did Mayo challenge this? That looked like a strike all day. All right. A piece of the ball is out of the zone, but half of it is in the zone. And Mayo gets the call wrong. And that makes the count 2-2 on him. 2 down, second and third for the Orioles. In an inning now that must be going about 45 minutes. Whatever BW did today, do exactly tomorrow. I can't get my hair cut every day. There's no hair left to cut. Deuces are wild, folks. 2 down, 2-2 count with 2 men on base. And Mayo gets under one, pops it up to center. It's carrying. It's going to the track. And it will die on the outfield track there in dead center field. And this inning has finally concluded. Wow, the Orioles bat around and then some. How many came to the plate here? 2 men left, 3 outs. And then the 8 scoring. That would be 13 men to the plate. 8 of them score at the end of 4.5, just halfway through the ball game. The Orioles lead it 12-1. Don't change my clothes. Well, see, there's a problem. Like every other time I've been told to do that, and I've tried to do it, it's always been a T-shirt. And then with that shirt, I can wear another shirt underneath the shirt. But with this shirt, how's that going to work? I don't know. This is a collared shirt. Turn it inside out. Okay. I'm going to turn you inside out. How about that? Folks, Christopher hasn't been on the precipice in a long time. It's a nice view, isn't it? Take a look around. Look at this precipice. It's lovely. It's like that scene in National Lampoon's Vacation where Chevy Chase admires the Grand Canyon for about 0.8 seconds. Enough to nod his head twice and leave. Oh, yeah? All right. So just, you're used to this. I figured. All right. Folks, Miss Janet, how you doing today? Mazel tov. All right. Somebody hear something? Somebody trying to start their car? Hey, can you help me? You got some cables? I need a jump. All right. It's safe now, Janet. It's safe. Folks, Chris Bassitt has an 11-run lead to work with. I don't think Shane Baz has had a combined 11-run lead on the season. Bassitt has it tonight. Here comes Ramon Urias for the second time. Just 3 base runners. No, make it 4 base runners, but there was a double play. So 3 batters over the minimum for Bassitt through the first 4 innings. And the first pitch to Urias is low for ball 1. And now my game is giving me the spinning wheel of death. Come on. 1-0 to Urias. We've got defensive changes. My goodness. Half a game. It's like spring training. And it's a good time for this game to be this lopsided because suddenly my stream is acting a bit wonky. I am stuck on a 1-0 count with Ramon Urias. I can tell you the next pitch is a strike. And now 1-2. Oh boy, here we go. Back through this exercise again, huh? I'll get to those defensive changes in just a moment. What am I looking at here? That is a replay of something. Okay, 1 down. Urias makes an out on a fly ball to left field. Up now is Church. And a curveball that is borderline, might have been off the plate outside, but we get the call for strike 1. All right, for the Orioles, Carlos Narvaez is now catching, and with Basayo moving to first base and Pete Alonso sitting down with a 4-for-4 night. I don't know how I feel about that. Here's a ball to left by Church. It's a lazy fly ball for Beavers, and he's got it. There's 2 down already in the 5th for Bassitt. Bases are empty. And the number 9 hitter, Jose Fermin, coming up. I mean, I get it. Alonso is in there all the time. Yeah, get him a cigar now that he's out of the game. He can have it during a game for once. But, man, he was working on a big night. He would have had a couple of more trips to the plate. Already 4-for-4, 4 RBI. Meanwhile, there's a pinch hitter on deck for the Cardinals, so we are just at the halfway point of the game, just past it. But this is a game that is now, according to the way both managers are playing it, already decided. The Orioles are going to win. According to both managers, anyway. Curveball misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Check if Alonso is hurt. My God, Bill. I'm not going to check. Don't freak me out. No way. I refuse to believe it. This ball's hit to right center. And Taveras is going to make the catch. That is an easy inning for Bassitt, folks. 75 pitches through 5. We go to the 6th. The Orioles are ahead 12-1. Yeah, I think they're just taking out Pete because they see an opportunity to take our most important player who's in there every inning when he's feeling good and give him a break. I will take a look, though, at the beat writers and see if they are saying anything about it. Nothing from Rock Kabatko. He hasn't posted in 2 hours. Andy Kostka, you got anything to say? Here you go. With the Orioles up by 11 runs, the Orioles end cycle watch for Pete Alonso. They get him off his feet after a splendid night at the plate. Alonso rakes at Busch Stadium. Among all active players with at least 75 plate appearances at this venue, his 1,000.243 OPS is the best in baseball. Nobody hits the ball better in this ballpark than Pete friggin' Alonso. So don't worry. He's okay. You all right there, Bill? All right. Hang in there. There's Dolly again. My goodness. Oh, boy. New pitcher on for the Cardinals. Guy by the name of... No, that's not a pitcher. That is a new third baseman. So, yeah, there is a change already in the defense for the Cardinals. J.J. Weatherholt, their budding young rookie, he has been removed from the ball game. Blaze Jordan enters. He plays at third base. Ramon Arias moves from third to second, and then Jose Fermin goes from second to short. Christian Encarnacion Strand, 2 for 3, and a line drive caught by Fermin just now moved over to shortstop. Encarnacion Strand hit it on a line, but right to Fermin for the first out. So Ferguson, the lefty, still on the mound for the Cardinals since the previous inning, gets the first out of the 6th. And here comes Basayo, who's been one of the few to have a quiet night. In fact, he's had the quietest night. He is the only starting player to not either at least score a run or drive in a run. He is 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts. He's got ball 1 right here. So not only does the move the Orioles made get Pete some rest, it moves Sammy out of the catching duty, which might buy him an extra game behind the plate and give us a little more punch in the lineup with that move. Just a half a night's work behind home plate. 1-1 to Sammy is low, 2-1. Top of the 6th, the Orioles up 12-1. Pitch. There's a strike, 2-2. Tomorrow night's game, same start time as tonight. And then a afternoon affair on Thursday. So tomorrow night, 7:45 p.m. Eastern time. First pitch, and the coverage on the channel here will start at 7:25, 20 minutes before first pitch. That game will have Kyle Bradish going up against a right-hander named Michael McGreevy. Swing and a miss by Basayo, and he strikes out for the third time tonight. Sammy, the lone Oriole not to be involved in the offense so far tonight, continues to go without getting on base. It is Franklin's turn. Franklin has got an offer, but he did get on base and score. Here's a ball hit up the first base line and past Burleson down the right field line. Franklin's going for two. Here comes the throw. It's late. Christian Franklin hits the ball down the right field line past Burleson's glove, and he's got a 2-out double, and he does join the hit parade now. Folks, splash it up.
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
13th hit of the night for the Orioles. Another extra base hit. Franklin now getting on base 2 out of 4 trips. And here is Beavers. First 2 at-bats face the lefty starter. Last AB, he got a chance to face a righty. He took a walk. But now back to facing a lefty with a runner at second, 2 down, and on a 1-0 pitch, he swings and misses. 1-1 the count. BW, tell me howdy. Well, not without the magic word. We have magic words here. We are the Charm City Chat, after all. It's imperative that you be charming, not demanding. How you doing, Peggy? Howdy. Howdy do. There it is. Folks, Beavers to right center. That ball is going to split the outfielders for an RBI. Will he make it a double? Throw in is late. It is a stand-up RBI double for Beavers. Folks, we're into the teens. 13-1. My goodness.
Nice beaver.
Thank you. Ho, ho, it's magic. You know. Oh, it's magic.
All right, it's time to give some other players some rest. Taveras. There's a called strike, bottom of the zone. Leody Taveras has a multi-hit night in the number 9 spot, 2 for 3 with a couple of runs and a couple of RBI. This pitch fouled off right side, off the screen down the right field side there. It's 0-2. How about this offense tonight? We don't need this much offense to win games. But hopefully this is going to get a lot of players going. I hope. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Taveras strikes out, and that'll end the inning. But the Orioles get another run. A dozen is not enough. We've made it a baker's dozen now with an RBI double by Dylan Beavers. We go to the bottom of the 6th. The Orioles are comfortably ahead. Folks, I don't say that sentence often in a 162-game series. Let me repeat it. The Orioles are comfortably ahead. Baltimore 13, St. Louis, the origin city of these Orioles, formerly the Browns. They got 1 run, 13-1. Folks, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. Be right back. Oh, my. That is not a good look. First pitch of the bottom of the sixth is up and in, and it plunks Blaze Jordan, who's, again, just into the ball game, replacing J.J. Weatherholt in the lineup at the top of the order. And the trainer is out to look at the left hand of Jordan, which caught that pitch. He's got a protective piece of material there covering that hand. But even with that protection, they are taking a look at Jordan, and he's walking. Okay, he's walking to first. He's taking off his batting glove now to expose the hand completely. And his trainer is looking at his palm right now. He's applying some kind of bandage there. It's a MASH unit here on first base. Trainer is probably testing the palm there, making sure nothing's broken, and apparently he's good to go. Blaze Jordan stays in the game after getting hit by a pitch. As we start the top of the sixth inning, here is Ivan Herrera. 1 for 2. First pitch from Bassitt is inside, ball one. That one out of the glove of the catcher and picked up. Narvaez again doing the catching now for Baltimore. Three outs here. Even if Bassitt gives up a couple of runs, it'll be a quality start. There's a called strike. 1-1 the count. Roger says, thanks for the hospitality. Can't listen to this mess anymore. Oh, but Roger, it might be messy, but it's still entertaining. Come on. Pitch outside by an inch. 2 balls and a strike. Come on back mañana. I will stop coming in if I messed up anyone's night. Oh, you haven't messed up anything. If anything, you're a good luck charm. Get back here tomorrow. Foul ball, 2-2 to Herrera. Runner at first, nobody out. 81st pitch of the night from Bassitt is swung on and missed. That's a strikeout. Come on, Bassitt.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
5 in the third innings, 5 strikeouts, no walks, 1 earned run. Bassitt's ERA at the moment, 4.83. Not good, but it's under 5. Didn't start the game under 5, but it is right now. That pitch to Burleson is a called strike. Alec Burleson is 0 for 2. A couple of flyouts. The 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed. 0-2. Bassitt fidgeting out there on the mound, steps onto the rubber and peers in toward Narvaez. He is ready, and the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Oh, he got a piece. Damn it. I thought he'd struck out. It's foul tipped, I guess. 0-2 still. Here comes the 0-2 once more. And this is a swing and a foul ball. That one dribbles behind the plate. Haven't taken a look at the out-of-town scores in a minute. Might be time to take a look now. Let me tell you. Again, a heavy shift on for the left-handed hitting Burleson, with Encarnacion Strand basically in the shortstop position right now. That pitch up and in, and man, Burleson turned on it. That pitch well up and out of the zone, but he fouls it away. What do we have here? Okay. Kansas City, folks, I'm happy to report the Blue Jays trail the Royals. There's a line drive. That's going to get down for a base hit in the left field. Beavers will throw in towards third. The lead runner stopping at second. And the Cardinals have 2 men on with 1 out. Okay, so again, folks, happy to report that we are in a position with 3 outs left for the Blue Jays, down 4 runs, bases empty. They are starting the bottom of the 9th. Kansas City with a chance to win there. And we gain a game on Toronto. In fact, we'll leapfrog them in the standings, as we are both on 68 losses right now. Toronto has played 1 more game, and they won it. Walker with a line drive, but right at Franklin in center. Whoa, he looked like he nearly dropped the ball on the transfer. I think the out still would have been held up there. But we got lucky a couple of times because that ball was hit quite hard, but right at Franklin. And then again, a little bit of a bobble there, getting the ball out of the glove. 2 down with runners at first and second for St. Louis, and it's Joshua Baez at the plate. Bassitt on 88 pitches. Let's see what else is out there. We have another good sighting. The White Sox are up on the Rangers. That's in the top of the 6th inning on the south side of Chicago. 10-7 over the Rangers. We want the Rangers to lose. That pitch is up and in on Baez, 1-0. In the bottom of the 2nd, scoreless between the Twins and the Athletics. And here's some good news again. The Angels up 2-0 on Cleveland out in L.A. That's in the top of the 2nd. So the Angels scoring in the 1st inning. Here's a ball hit to left field and pretty hard, but Beavers is there toward left center. As he angles toward the warning track, he makes the catch. And that's 6 innings in the books for Chris Bassitt. 1 run, 5 hits. A very quality start. 90 pitches for Bassitt. Is he finished? I'm not sure. We're definitely going to be using some low leverage arms out of this bullpen, that's for sure. But for now, we're good. In fact, when is St. Louis going to start using a position player? Might it be as early as this next inning? I don't think I've ever seen them come out earlier than maybe the 8th inning. But, I might take that back. At least this year, anyway. I don't remember anybody coming in that early. Folks, I'm out of coffee. That's done with. Oh, I know. Folks, everybody take some time and reflect for Shane Baz. Poor guy. All right, there are more changes in this ball game. Well, just one change. Josh Walker, the right fielder for St. Louis, is out of the game. Coming in is Brian Torres. He will go to left field. Torres, a left-handed hitter. Torres moves to left fielder, and the guy that was in left, Joshua Baez, he shifts over to right to take over for Walker. So the second move already tonight by the Cardinals, basically waving the white flag here. Meanwhile, they got a new pitcher on. And I got to figure out, is this guy a real pitcher or not? First pitch. Well, it's fouled away. It's a slider. He's a real pitcher. It's Ryan Fernandez. 15 and a third innings on the season, a ERA of 4.70. He's facing the top of the Oriole order. And Holiday, here's a squibber, a one-hopper to short. And Holiday makes it a close play at the bag, but it is going to be an out. Holiday grounds out to short to begin the top of the seventh. This is the fifth trip through the lineup for the Orioles, and here's the first plate appearance by Carlos Narvaez. Now, you want to talk about somebody needing to get in on the action here. Come on, give us a meaningless hit right now, Narvaez. Where is it? He takes strike one. Come on, buddy. You're basically in the batting cage right now. No pressure at all. That pitch is low, 1-1 the count. I even got a button for you, buddy, that I hardly ever get to use.
Carlos.
There you go. Line drive. Base hit down the left field line. It's going to hit up against the wall. Narvaez is going to glide into second base standing with a one-out double. Narvaez, welcome to the program, folks.
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
All right, now we can complete this situation. Gunnar is up. Gunnar is 0 for 4. He does have a run scored when he drew a walk. I'm sorry, he's 0 for 3 with a walk. But he's got a runner at second, one out. Pitch, Gunnar, ground ball to second. Routine play, Gunner's out. Now he's 0 for 4. My goodness, a one pitch out by Gunnar. In a game that screams, hey, let me pad my stats. And Gunnar. Oh, no padding at all for Gunnar. 0 for 4 tonight. Here's Mayo. He takes a called strike. Narvaez did get to move to third base on the ball. He's there with 2 down. Mayo with strike 1. Fernandez ready. The 0-1 pitch is a breaking ball, a slider outside. 1-1 the count. There's a called strike, just kissing the outside edge. And with the game where it's at right now, I would expect the ump to call anything close the Cardinals' way. You think it's bad now? Wait till they bring out a position player. We're not even allowed to challenge when a position player is out there. There is a shot of Joel Pozo, and folks, I saw some reporting on Pozo that goes back to nearly 10 years ago. Swing and a miss. Mayo strikes out, and the inning is over. Folks, we have reached the 7th inning stretch. I'm glad I'm not going to talk further about Pozo for now, but folks, the news, the reporting that has been unearthed, I guess it had already kind of been out there, but look, I don't really want to talk about it. It's not good. If you want to, check it out. Just a little bit of searching of Joel Pozo should lead you to the news that was kind of thrown around there the past day or two. But again, that's not the focus tonight. We need to focus on some good stuff, like a 12-run lead. A laugher, a legit laugher. And we're on the good end of it. Folks, it's 7th inning stretch time in Baltimore. It's time to throw some cakes on the griddle.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
Come on, folks. Don't be shy. Oh, wow. I'm seeing the play that perhaps Phantom was referencing regarding Blaze Alexander in the field. After a pitch to home plate, the catcher popped up. Maybe that's Creed Willems. Looks like him with that bushy hair. He threw down to third base, and a runner trying to take the bag. Blaze receiving the ball. He went head over heels, but held on to the baseball. As the slide in by the runner kind of toppled him over. They got the out there at third base in this game for the Norfolk Tides. Carlos Narvaez, before that double, was 3 for 41 as an Oriole with no extra base hits. That's his first extra base hit. My goodness. All right, we're underway. It's Chris Bassitt that will continue with 90 pitches going into the inning. It's ball 1 to Nolan Gorman, and here's a ball grounded toward Holiday. He's got it. That is an easy first out in the 7th. Bassitt eating up outs. He's through 6 1/3 on just 1 earned run. Again, no walks, 5 strikeouts. Here's Ramon Urias. Pitch. Outside, ball 1. Folks, we got 223 likes. I can't remember the last time I said thanks, but that's a nice number.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
If you're watching and you're not yet subscribed, go ahead and do it. We just hit 5,800 tonight. The next interval of 10 will get that odometer to roll over to 5810. And then we know we're on our way to 5,900. And once we know we're on our way to 5,900, 6,000 is just a stone's throw away. Come on. 1-1 to Arias. Swung on and missed 1 and 2. A slider up and in the zone. Cardinals have burned through 3 relievers tonight. The Orioles still have their starter out there. Here's a ground ball foul. Still 1 and 2. The Blue Jays have officially lost, folks. We will leapfrog the Blue Jays tonight. Here's a ball hit in the right field by Arias into the air. Waiting on it, Tavares. He's got it. 2 down. 97 pitches from Bassitt. He's trying to go 7 complete. Houston is up by 2 runs on the Yankees. Not really affecting us, but I don't mind watching the Yankees lose that one. Meanwhile, the Rangers now down by 4 in the 7th inning. Foul ball here by Nathan Church. He's 1 for 2. 2 down, nobody on for St. Louis. Athletics have a 2-0 lead early on the Twins. Every game that we want to go a certain way is going that way tonight. We could make up a game on everybody. Here's a ground ball to third, backhanded by Encarnacion, and he double clutched it and then put it in his pocket. Church will reach. We'll see how they score it. They're going to give him a hit. So a 2-out infield single, and that's going to spell the end of the night for Chris Bassitt. He had a chance to go 7 complete. And I demand our lowest leverage arm to come out. Well, according to Craig Albanez at the moment, that arm is Yenier Cano, who has a chance here to have an outing to maybe get himself back on track. It's been a rough stretch for Cano. And Albie is going to go to him here for our first relief pitcher of the night. Folks, we got a call to the bullpen. Button for that? Pitching change. Cano coming on. 13-1 Baltimore. Oh, I've been off screen this whole damn time? All right, well, let me continue to be. I'll be right back. Thanks.
Let me show you what I mean now. By the first thing you do is get right up in their face, you point the finger. Then if you can't get close enough, you turn the hand around and kick some dirt. And then if he's missed a strike, you get over here and you put dirt all over the thing. You throw the hat down, you pick it up, you throw it, and then you're so bad, you throw him out of the game. You're out of here. That's the way a major league manager should.
I learned something, buddy boy.
I just realized I had some misinformation in the scrolling text. The scrolling text bar at the bottom of the screen that nobody has ever called me out for having something spelled wrong or the wrong thing listed. Probably the most pointless thing on my channel, the scrolling text. Okay, we have Fermin at the plate. He fouls back the first pitch from Cano. 0-1 to Fermin with 2 down, runner at first. He's 0 for 1. Sorry, he's 0 for 2. Where's my camera? There it is. High. 0-1 pitch. Off the plate, 1-1. A lot of Cardinal fans on their phone at this point. Pitch. There's a nice one. We don't get the call there. Challenge it. Did Cano challenge it? I think Cano wanted to challenge it, and I think the umpire said you were too late. Tough break for Cano. Oh, we're out of challenges. Never mind. We're out. Forget about it. It was a nice pitch. Cano tries another sinker, but he can't get it to tail back over the corner. It's outside, ball 3. Cano's got some very bright shoes on. Yellow and red. Here's the ball hit in the left. Beavers will move to his left and now come in on it. Still waiting. He makes the catch, and that ends the inning. Cano gets the final out, and Chris Bassitt's night is over. Folks, we are 7 innings complete in St. Louis. It is all Orioles, 13-1. Final line for Bassitt, 6 2/3, 6 hits, no walks. So less than a base runner per inning. 1 earned run, 5 punch-outs. His ERA is at 4.74. He's brought it down by about 0.4 of a run tonight. Nearly half a run. Not too shabby for Bassitt. Again, his innings on the season, he's missed some time, so still has a chance to take a pretty bad ERA and make it decent with about 5 more starts to go after this on the season. Folks, again, I'm going to keep scoreboard watching at this point. A lot of things going our way right now. Angels have widened their lead from 2-0 to 3-0. They scored 2 in the first. They've scored again in the second inning with a runner at first and nobody out. And they're going into the bottom of the third now. The Twins could not score in the top half of the inning. Athletics ahead 2-0 there. Bottom 7 in Chicago. White Sox again up by 4 on Texas. Toronto already lost. Everything we want to happen so far today is happening. Everything. Folks, I don't want to sound stupid, but it's like Dolly is just helping out one more time. She's like, don't worry about me, honey. I'll be okay. Here's a laugher for the Orioles. You guys have had a rough season. Let me help you relax a little bit. Enjoy yourself with our biggest lopsided win of the season. Thank you, Dolly. I'm going to give you the credit. Christian Encarnacion Strand takes low ball 1. Fernandez continues to pitch for the Cardinals. And there may be another change or two in the field here. Here's a ball hit to third and sharply, but caught over there at the hot corner by Blaze Jordan, 1 away. Encarnacion Strand lines out. Jimmy Crooks is now doing the catching. He hits in the number 3 spot. Alec Burleson is out of the game. And Ivan Herrera, who was catching, moves over to first base. So the Cardinals making 1 change defensively per inning for the last 3 innings as they empty out their bench. Here's Basayo, who's had a rough night, the only Oriole to not do something tonight. Gunner's the only one to go hitless, but he did walk and score. Sammy's just 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. And he's got an 0-2 count now after fouling off this pitch. Sammy in danger of a golden sombrero on a night where we have our best run differential scoreline. That one bounces in there 1-2. Everybody's doing good tonight except Basayo, Peggy. By process of elimination. Look at the score. Everybody's doing something. Holiday 3 for 5. And he's going to get a 6th trip to the plate. Yeah, because even if the Orioles make outs until the end here, he'd be up 3rd in the 9th for a 6th time, unless they pinch hit for him. Swing and a miss, and unfortunately, Sammy does earn a golden sombrero, a 4-strikeout night. Maybe Sammy just doesn't feel competitive when the team is this far ahead. I don't know. But tough night for him, folks. Even Narvaez has a hit off the bench. Christian Franklin's up. Takes a fastball up and in, ball 1. He's 1 for 3. And he has also been hit by a pitch. Called strike, 1-1. Next offering. There's a ball hit back toward the pitcher. Going to underhand it. Fernandez to first base. Herrera, who was once catching, takes it over at first. The inning ends here, and we are going to the bottom of the 8th. Bottom of the 8th, folks. Enjoy it. There's not much time left. We are up 13-1. Wowie zowie. Hey, can I turn off my light? It's getting kind of hot over here. And just something to take a little break. I'm going to just cut this off, okay? It's going to make things look not so... There we go. Ain't that bad. Natural light. You got a little bit of... What is this? A little bit of something weird over here, but otherwise, that's not bad. I got to pop that collar a little more, though. BW got to pop that collar now. Come on. Folks. All right, everybody's obligated to be here tomorrow night after the way we're looking here tonight. 9-game road trip has started off really well. Was it 15 hits? 15 freaking hits, and we got another inning left at the plate. Let's see if we've made any changes here. Nothing yet. I'm kind of surprised here. Why not get Gunnar out of this game right now? I don't get it. Can't really bring Pozo in. Where do you put him? Narvaez's already a replacement in catching. I guess if you want to give Pozo an at-bat, he could hit for Mayo in the DH spot. But that's several batters away. Might not come up in the 9th. Anthony Nunez is on the pitch for the Orioles. Are you not allowed to use a position player when you're ahead by 10 or more? I guess not. Nunez is ready, and the first pitch is swung on and missed by Blaze Jordan. Jordan, the first replacement after this game, was clearly in Baltimore's hands. He's already had one plate appearance. He was hit by a pitch. And that is strike 2. 0-2 to Blaze Jordan. It has to be the 9th. Ah, okay. Well, we will see somebody for the Cardinals not typically pitching in the next half inning. And a chance for some guys to pad some stats. 0-2 pitch fouled back. Nunez's pitch is low. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch, that's hit towards center field. It's dropping. It's in front of Franklin for a single. Leadoff single in the bottom of the 8th for St. Louis. Here comes Herrera. Woo! That jogged my memory. Folks, I just sneezed and I feel concussed. Here's Herrera. That is low, ball 1. Nunez from the belt, the 1-0 pitch. There's a strike. Eighth inning now. Rangers still down by 4. Angels have built a 5-0 lead on the Guardians. Now 5-0 there in L.A. Pitch outside, 2-1. Folks, chance to wake up tomorrow and see the standings looking a whole lot better than they did after that loss on Sunday. 2-1 pitch. Herrera tries to check his swing, but on appeal, first base ump says he went. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Right now, the Rangers and Guardians are losing. Currently, with a record of 66-66. That's a strikeout. There goes that guy, 1 away. In the bottom of the 8th.
3.
Yeah, so if Texas and Cleveland, if the scores respectively hold up as they are right now, they'll both go back to one game under. The batter is Jimmy Crooks. Started doing the catching here about an inning ago, hitting just 175 in 48 games, 4 homers, 12 RBI. Runner at first, 1 down. The pitch from Nunez is fouled off of Narvaez behind home plate, and Carlos rises to his feet to shake off that foul ball. I think we'd be 1.5 out. 64 and 68 for us. 66 and 67 for them. Here's a ball down the left field line. That ball is just out of reach of Beavers as it reaches the first row of stands that here at this ballpark come out just about touching that foul line. Beavers eventually retrieves the ball as it falls back onto the field and kindly tosses it towards a fan for a souvenir. Here's the 0-2 to Crooks. Swing and a miss on a sweeper from Nunez. See you later.
3.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
If things hold as they are, the Orioles will be 1.5 behind Texas and Cleveland, but they will be ahead. They will leapfrog 2 teams tonight in that race, the Twins and the Blue Jays. We already know they'll do it to Toronto, but with a Twins loss, we will leapfrog them as well. Swing and a miss by Torres. Who's this guy? Where'd you come from? New player into the game in the cleanup spot in the order for the Cardinals. Brian Torres, is that it? Yes, Brian Torres. I forgot. I had already called him as a defensive change an inning or two ago. With 2 down and a runner at first, Torres has a count of 1-2 strikes. Nunez is ready. 18th pitch of the inning is foul tipped at the plate. We'll do it again at 1-2. Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss. A changeup in the dirt. See you later.
3.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
On to the 9th inning. Bring on the position player. Let's pad some stats. Beavers, Taveras, and Holiday are due up. Beavers and Taveras getting their 5th trip to the plate. Holiday, it would be number 6. And I got a name already. Pajes is doing the pitching for the Cardinals. Pedro Pajes, who is a catcher by trade. I guess the Cardinals are carrying 3 catchers, Herrera, Crooks, and Pajes. Pedro Pajes will pitch. All right. He pitched an inning only 3 days ago. How about that? He went 1 inning in the final inning against the Phillies in a 12-3 loss, which means the Cardinals must have rallied for a run in the bottom half of the 9th in that one, or top of the 9th. I guess he pitched the bottom of the 8th. I don't know. Yeah, how does that work? You said only the 9th inning you can use a position player, but what about the bottom of the 8th if you're the road team with a huge lead? Oh, but you can't. I'm sorry. If you're the road team and you're losing big, but you're on the road, you're not going to have the home team come up to hit in the 9th, so shouldn't you be allowed to use the position player in the 8th, which appears to be the case in that game that Pages pitched against the Phillies just 3 days ago. 2 days ago. 2 days ago. Sunday. This guy's getting a lot of work. It's strike one to Beavers, and the next pitch is outside. 1-1 on Beavers. He's 1 for 3. Pitch. I don't know why I'm saying pitch. That one is called a ball, and I'm kind of surprised. That kind of pitch above the zone, and it has any part of the plate. That's going to be a hit. Oh, that's a hit. Dylan Beavers with a base hit up the middle. Leadoff single. Pad some stats. Let's go. Beavers is aboard. Here's Taveras. $16 hits now for Baltimore. And now Taveras strokes one out to right. That's going to hang up, though. Can of corn in right field, 1 away. And now back to the top of the order. 6th time to the plate. Jackson Holiday coming up. 3 for 5, a couple of runs, an RBI. He got on base a 4th time to begin the game on an error. Who is, I better not even say anything, but might be jailbait sitting next to Matt Holliday. 1-1 on Jackson. Here's a ground ball over the mound, and stepping on second for 1, throwing to first 2. That's a double play, and this inning is over. Pedro Pages faces the minimum 3 batters. And the Cardinal fans that have stayed for this are applauding with a big smile on their face. It's their highlight of the night. A clean inning of work out of their catcher on the mound. Folks, bottom of the 9th is coming up. The Orioles in a laugher. 3 more outs to go to get our first win of hopefully many on this road trip. Bottom of the 9th coming up, Baltimore 13. And the Cardinals 1. My, oh my. Folks, come on. Can't get that odometer to roll over again tonight, can we? Man, this channel is growing rather slowly right now. It's been slow. We're averaging less than 10 subscribers a game now for a solid week or more. It's been tough. Your mic keeps going out unless it's on my end, but I don't think so. Well, I feel like somebody else would tell me that, considering me speaking is kind of the whole reason people are tuned in. We got over 200 people right now listening to me talk. Anybody else having a problem? Let me know. Once again, tomorrow night, the matchup on the mound for the Orioles, Kyle Bradish against Michael McGreevy. $16 hits tonight. Now 3 more outs to get from the pitcher, Anthony Nunez, and he got strike 1 here on Joshua Baez. 5, 6, 7 hitters due up for St. Louis. Swing and a miss, 0-2. It'll be Gorman and Arias to follow. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. My goodness, he chased one way down and away. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Oh, man, now we're seeing some plays of the game. There's Alonso's home run swing. There's Encarnacion Strand's home run. Ah, what a nice night for a ball game. There's a called strike to Nolan Gorman. He is 0 for 3. Pitch. Yeah, I'm kind of weirded out that the Orioles didn't empty out the bench. I mean, I understand maybe Pozo not getting used, but no Cowser. I would have felt he would have gotten in there somewhere. And obviously Tyler O'Neill not available tonight. There's a swing and a miss. Nunez with 2 punch-outs here in the 9th, folks. 1 out away from sealing a lopsided win in St. Louis. Last chance, and it's our old friend Ramon Arias. He is 0 for 3. Pitch. Swing and a miss. We are very close. Oh, 0-1 pitch. That's hit up the middle. Gunner's got to play. He's got it. Throw to first. In time. And the Orioles are in the win column with their most comprehensive, most lopsided victory of the season. Final score, Orioles 13, St. Louis 1. Folks, in honor of Miss Dolly Parton, let's celebrate this victory here.
Ho, 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 it's magic, you know. Oh, it's magic. On a magic carpet ride, on a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic. Break out.
13-1. And this game began in a way that really made us all a little bit worried there for a couple of innings. The Orioles started this ball game off with a runner on first after a wild throw by the pitcher. Jackson Holliday got on, and then Alonso came up and immediately smacked his first of 4 hits tonight to put runners at first and third, nobody out. And then somehow the Orioles, as has happened before, this season anyway, they found a way to not score. And we had to think, man, what kind of nonsense are we in for tonight? Well, the exact same opportunity would come up again just 2 innings later. The only difference is Taveras started it. Holliday set up runners at the corners. And then Alonso came up to the plate. And what did Pete do? He did what more than any other Oriole has done this season, and that's hit a home run. Number 31, a Earl Weaver special. Made it 3-0 Orioles. That's all the offense we needed, but we weren't done. As Christian Encarnacion Strand would come up a couple of batters later and hit a solo shot to make it 4-0. St. Louis got their one and only run in the bottom half of the third, as they got a solo homer by Nathan Church. But the Orioles said, nah, this is going to be our game. An 8-run 5th inning. 8 runs in the 5th. My goodness, everybody helping out. Kobe Mayo, RBI single to score. Jackson Holliday, Encarnacion Strand with a 2-run single with Alonso and Gunner scoring. Beavers with a bases-loaded walk to drive in a run. Leody Taveras with a 2-run single, scoring in Cars and Christian Franklin. RBI knock by Jackson Holiday, scoring Beavers. Alonso, then second time up in the inning. Oh, no, that was the 5th inning. Sorry. I don't know. Alonso, second time with runners on, comes through in the 5th with an RBI double to left. Taveras coming in to score. One more run added on for good measure in the 6th inning. That was an RBI double by Dylan Beavers. So once again, unless your name is Sammy Basayo, everybody in this starting lineup tonight pitching in to put up a crooked number on the board here. Chris Bassitt, meanwhile, one of his best starts as an Oriole. 6 2/3 innings, 1 earned run, no walks, striking out 5, giving up 6 hits on 99 pitches. Yenier Cano got the final out in the 7th, just throwing 5 pitches. And then Anthony Nunez mopped up with 2 scoreless, giving up 1 hit and striking out 5 of the 6 batters to get those 6 outs. 5 by strikeout for Nunez. And, Bassitt gets credit for the win. He has a winning record on the season now of 5-4. Liberatore got beat up in this one. He takes the L, 5-12. Orioles now back to within 4 games of 500 at 64-68 with precisely 30 games left in the season. And now it's time to take a look once more at these out-of-town situations. Because, again, as things were last I checked, everything going our way. And right now, it remains that way. The White Sox still up by 4. That game now in the 9th. The Rangers coming up, down 4, with 3 outs left to play with. Cleveland, meanwhile, trail 5-zip in L.A. That's only in the bottom of the 3rd inning, but a nice lead for the Angels. And then halfway through in Sacramento, the Athletics have a 2-0 lead on the Twins. If the Twins lose, we will leapfrog them in the standings. Toronto lost earlier tonight. We have jumped them in the standings. Texas and Cleveland, we can't catch up to them tonight, but we will have cut our deficit almost in half. And, a productive night, all things considered, as things stand. Cross your fingers that the results for those games yet to conclude, that these scores don't really change. And the losing team continues to lose. Yes, sir. Okay, what else is shaking? That pretty much covers the events here tonight. 26,877 paid to watch this ball game at Busch Stadium. Time of the game, 2 hours and 54 minutes. Again, Pete Alonso came out of the game early. He's okay, though. But Tyler O'Neill did not appear in this game because he is day-to-day as they X-ray him, MRI, whatever. They're looking for a problem, potentially with his shoulder. So the Orioles, depending on those results, they might be making a roster move as early as prior to tomorrow's game. Again, Luis Vasquez, infielder, is with the taxi squad. He could have been activated tonight if the Orioles wanted to get a jump start on that. But, having 3 catchers right now, plus down 1 position player for the bench, I don't know how many games you can get away with doing that. Obviously, we didn't need any help tonight with the way the offense went. But if we got a tight game, you're going to want a couple of weapons there to have in your arsenal. And we definitely have a couple of guys that are worth calling up, in my humble view, especially if we lose an outfielder. Heston Kjerstad, I'm looking at you, dude. Maybe even Enrique Bradfield for a major league debut. Who knows? But we also have Blaze Alexander, who played in a rehab game tonight, his first of probably a few. And he could be back with the team before the end of this road trip. In fact, I think he's trying to get up here before the end of the next series against the A's. So hang on with that. And yeah, as far as the channel goes, we hit 5,800 subscribers tonight. A nice round number up there on the board. We are 200 or less than 200 now away from 6,000, which... You know, first season of the channel, we got like 2,500. I was thinking, all right, 2,500 every year. We'll hit 5,000 after 2. But didn't work out that way. Things dropped off in season 2, and this season hasn't really matched year 1 number either. Year 1, we made the playoffs. I think that might have something to do with it. But we are going to, at least if we hit 6,000 this year, average 2,000 a year. And that's something. That would take half a decade to get to 10,000. But I'm all in. So just a matter of time. We'll keep things going, folks. All right, look, I don't want to keep you any longer. I'm going to see who else is streaming right now, send you their way to help out their channel. And as I'm looking for somewhere to take you, let me say thanks to the mods here in the Charm City chat for doing another bang-up job. No problems tonight whatsoever. It looked like we had a couple of Cardinal fans join us, but they have a pretty good reputation, I believe, Cardinal fans. And it showed here tonight because, well, it's kind of hard to talk trash when you're losing by a dozen runs. But all the same, good stuff and good job by the mods here tonight. Thanks everybody else for helping out with the likes and subscriptions. It all helps the channel grow. Well, JJ is out west as the Phillies are playing Seattle in the Pacific Northwest. And meanwhile, Dr. DeLay, also West Coast, calling the Pirates and the Padres. I'm going to send you to the Phillies. Why? Because it involves the only team in the American League. And the other reason being, I think I went to Dr. DeLay on the last stream. So just trying to take turns here. So sending you to play-by-play with JJ. Folks, you know him, you love him. He's a friend of the channel. Be sure to say hi to JJ and hit the like button for him. And I'm sure he'll return the favor next time he gets a chance. Scratching each other's backs, folks. He's got double. His channel's double my size, but it's completely deserved. Plus, he has an extra year or more under his belt. Plus, he covers way more than one sport and way more than one team within any sport. The guy's a play-calling machine at a rate that I cannot possibly keep up with. I'm not going to try. But he's doing the Phillies and the Mariners right now. I'll be sending you that way now. Okay, folks, back tomorrow night. Again, it's a 7:35 or 45. Let me check one more time. First pitch, I believe, is at 7:35 p.m. That is... No, I'm wrong. 7:45 p.m. first pitch. So 7:25 p.m. will be the start of tomorrow night's stream for the pregame news and notes. Hope to have you back for that. Until then, have a good rest of your night and enjoy this very comfortable win on an otherwise, kind of a sad day. Once again, Dolly Parton, may you rest in peace. You were such an amazing person, a historic figure, I would dare to say, for America. Just a wonderful human being. There's no time that isn't too soon to take someone away like that. 80 wonderful years on this planet. Dolly Parton, you left it a much better place than the way you found it. Thank you so much. All right, folks, sending you to play-by-play with JJ. Final score here tonight, Orioles 13, Cardinals 1. Until tomorrow, this has been the BirdWatcher, and I'll chirp at you folks later. Take care, everybody, of each other, okay? Take care.